Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of One Piece, which is on episode 885. Now, this episode right here is really simple. Nothing much I can really give much detail on. If you guys watched the episode or if you're up to date with the manga, you know what's up. But when it comes to the anime itself, nothing much has happened. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that the princess are meeting up and talking about Luffy, and of course Dalton and the others show up in time, but not before Wapol, who is the freaking antagonist of the Drum Island Arc Kingdom. If you guys remember correctly, many years ago, that Wapol was a pain in the neck to the Straw Hats. I mean, even up until now, somehow he rose back to fame. Let's go back in time a bit, alright? Which I know sometimes time traveling is always like BS when it comes to certain parts. We do remember that Wapol got his butt handed by Luffy, and there was one episode where Wapol did show himself what happened to him afterwards. Eventually, he did cause some trouble, but somehow rose back to fame after using the advantage of his devil fruit powers and made a fortune of himself. And thanks to the celestial dragons whatsoever, they granted him a kingdom of his appreciation of his technological advancement of Wapol metal. Let's not forget about that, okay? And that's how he got back to becoming a king and becoming part of the Reveille meeting. Of course, it was short-handed because we see to it that these guys were at each other's throats, and even Vivi despised them so much. Even Dalton goes like, "Let me tell you something. I was your subordinate, but guess what? You and I are on equal terms now. So watch your back, all right?" And he half transforms into his zone devil fruit ability, and Wapol warns Dalton like, "Let me tell you something. The higher you go, the more dirty it becomes. Wait until I get my hands on you, blah, blah, blah." But Dalton ignores him like, yeah, you, man. That was just funny stuff. But throughout the episode, we do get to see a recap of like the Drum Island arc in short summary, honestly. But I actually liked it, even though many people will go like, I rather prefer the side stories of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, because we do get to see some parts of it towards the end of the episode where a lot of Luffy's allies or the Straw Hat Grand Fleet are making their preparations. Like, that giant pirate crew left Buggy's crew, and let's see here, whatchamacallit? Oh man, I'm trying to remember. Yes. Hopple-san or something ends up having to become a bodyguard one last time. Let's see here. The other crews. Yes, Bartolomeo, the one with the barrier fruit, kind of thing, forces them to like wear these badges to go help the Straw Hats, Nice guy, but still. Aside from that, yeah, we get to see some parts of where the other Straw Hat Grand Fleet members are doing and how are they doing what they are doing. And of course, towards the end of the episode, which is very important by the way, hopefully you guys went through with it to the very end, you'll see to it that Doflamingo makes his short cameo appearance, go like, "Did you guys send assassins here? It's not like power lasts forever." Alright, enough of me being very cringy, which I always been. We see to it, of course, that we see one person walking through an underground of Marijo's, and later on ends up holding the wanted poster of Luffy and ends up staring at a giant straw hat. Now, that right there is a giant mystery. We always knew the straw hat had a meaning behind it. I mean, it was Luffy's important treasure because it was given to Shanks, but we also get to know that straw hat was passed down to Shanks by freaking Goldie Roger, and he's the one, and we all can't forget him. He was the king of the pirates when he wore that straw hat, but he will later on pass it down to Shanks, and Shanks will later on pass it down to Luffy, and later on we get to find out this giant straw hat here and there. Many people have been always want to know what the lore behind those things are. I mean, the giant straw hat from the Willa D and everything else. This is gonna be very crazy and interesting. Anyways, I'm going to leave it here, people. So until then, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!